Hello, my name is Charles Darwin, and welcome to the Children's Radio Hour, brought to you by the Public Broadcasting Service. Today, I will be teaching you the effects of speciation in organisms over time. Quite interesting. In the next 25 minutes, it will be demonstrated to you the benefits of evolution through the use of a Royal Rumble. All of these species emerged at the beginning of time and have lived on for this singular moment. The Royal Rumble at its core has always been a battle of the strongest, a war of the fittest, a survival of the fittest. You're about to learn all the things I found on my journey to Galapagos on the HMS Beagle, and I invite you to come along on such a journey with me.
Evolution is a mystery.
In the program you're about to see, you're going to see that my theory of survival of the fittest, that the best adapted organisms to an environment, and these adaptations, they come from mutations, keep that in mind, that these organisms that are best suited to excel in their niches, in their environments, they're the ones that are going to survive. They're the ones that will win the Royal Rumble.
Sup, Minnesota Timberwolf from the wilds of Arizona, genus Canis, species Gunus. Welcome to the Evolutionary Rumble.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
What's up? Ancient Dragon over here from, deep down in the volcano. Genus Draconis, species Asian. I'm here to win a freaking Royal Rumble.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Hello there. I'm just a guy from a town near you. Genus Homo, species Sapien. See you there.
Hello. I'm Amanita Hollow-Wellis, and I'm a toxic mushroom ready to poison the competition.
Lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams.
Alligator snapping turtle from the land of your wildest dreams, genus Calidra, species Williamus, and I'm here to snap up the competition.
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know, but
After so many years of getting stabbed in the back by unicorns, us alligator snapping turtles have grown a hardy shell after 250,000 of years.
Hello there again. It's the Minnesota Timberwolf. And as you can see, some of my species has died 250,000 years later. Some would say they're not as strong as me. But me and my species, we've come to adapt around our surroundings. These, some would say, socks to help us run in the Arizona wild. It only takes some of the strongest to win the Rumble, and it only takes some of us the strongest to survive.
Hello. I bet you didn't see me there. I learned how to camouflage myself with surroundings. This poor Homo sapien over here has no idea I'm right next to him. I just blend in so perfectly. No idea. So it turns out it's pretty smoky here in the volcano, but luckily my great grandfather 250,000 years ago met a nice lady with some sweet eyelids, made some sweet love, and here I am now with some pretty sweet eyelids, and now we're the only ones that survive out here.
Hello. How was your 250,000 years? Mine have been cold. Literally, and figuratively. Good thing, way back when, my species has had a mutation, an adaptation, if you will, to grow all this extra hair on our bodies to keep us warm in the cold months.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I
Another
need
500,000
her.
years goes by, and my species has become a little more evolved. Some would say natural selection has been going on. And as you can tell, I shedded off a lot of skin because these ash flakes come down and it makes it very hot in the Arizona desert. Now, still got the socks going on and without skin. So now we just got to see what's next.
Now, if you're wondering, how come dragons didn't have wings? Well, check it out. Got some sweet wings over here. Because, you know, can't stand on liquid hot magma, because that hurt my feet. So I got these wings to fly around with. And you still see, still pretty foggy out. Thanks to great grandma with the eyelids.
Oh! My apologies. Well, my species is at it again. We are just adapting to everything we possibly can. This time, not the weather for the extraskeletal skull. It's the haters. They're blocking off the ears that I once had. That kind of hurt a little bit. But the ears that I once had are a negative evolutionary trait. Just hear the haters chirp. All they do is chirp. So now, done with that. I don't have to hear them as much.
Over time, prey has become stronger and harder to kill. But over the course of 500,000 years, I've grown a new head structure, and it's enabled me to snap down on the prey and eat them up real easily.
Turns out, the poison wasn't enough to stop the predators from eating us. So only mushrooms that are surviving now have a spike. Keeps away the predators.
As you can see, I am now lost without my tail. But I still have a bone where my tail would be. This is what we like to call a vestigial structure. It's a structure that is still part of my body, but serves no use to me anymore.
Hello, my name is guest speaker Mao Zedong, and I am here to teach you biology. Hello, Supreme Reader again. It is pleasure to meet you second time. Here you can see two vastly different organisms, the Minnesota Timberwolf of Arizona and the human being playing a game of NBA 2K16. Despite the fact that they are from vastly different areas, the human from Africa and the Minnesota Timberwolf from Arizona, they both have developed similar thumb structures, despite the fact that they do not have similar ancestors. We call this convergent evolution. Now, you most likely would not have guessed it, but it turns out the ancient Asian dragon and the Minnesota Timberwolf of the Arizonan desert actually share a common ancestor by the name of John Cena. Now, this is important to note because they both descended from the same organism, which means that they likely have similar structures. Now, you can see that the way they eat is almost identical, despite the fact that they're vastly different organisms. We call this homologous structures. The homologous meaning the same, and the structures meaning the mouths with which they eat. Homologous structures are important because they allow us to say that similar organisms come from ancestors that bestowed upon them similar traits and physiology. Welcome back. Charles Darwin again. I want to talk to you a little bit about an organism that can live through all the external stimuli and external pressures of its environment is going to be able to reproduce more often, passing down only its heritable traits. For example, the dragon from ancient China. Its wings allow it to fly over the magma, which means that only that type of dragon with that adaptation can live and reproduce. In another 1.25 million years, you're going to see something not like anything the world has ever seen. You're going to see one final battle to see who is the most fit organism in the world. One final Royal Rumble. We'll see you after this commercial break. Unfortunately, on my coldest winter expedition in many years, I discovered something very upsetting. Turns out, Amanita haloelis, the toxic mushroom, has in fact gone extinct. For years we've searched high and low for it, and without success. Turns out the spike was actually a negative evolutionary trait, and since the entire species had one, it didn't adapt fast enough. It's a shame, but that's just the way the world turns.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
Come on. Oh, come on. Woo. Let's get it on.
No.
Minnesota Timberwolf, Arizona Wild.
Homo sapien, town near you.
Alligator snapping turtle landing in wildest dreams.
Asian dragon, depths of the volcano. Superman, Lois Lane's pants.
Beginning of the Royal Rumble, the Minnesota Timberwolf charges at the Homo sapien with a good dodge. Oh, that's a haymaker! In comes Superman from Lois Lane's pants. No to the Minnesota Timberwolf. Oh no, he's down for the count right there. Oh, the kryptonite rope! Superman's gone forever. Like the coward we knew he was. In comes the alligator snapping turtle. Oh, it seems like a team-up has occurred. Getting thrown out of the ring bodily. Oh my god. In comes the ancient dragon. Oh, and obliterate. Oh, his head's been ripped off. Oh no. It's a calamity. It's the Homo sapien versus the ancient dragon. No one knows how this will work. In comes the Homo sapien with a knife. Homo sapiens, unadapted for real fighting, adapted for tool making.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows your tune. Then a little voice inside you whispers.